What's going on, guys? My name is Renegade, and today we are here for the top 5 reasons why you are stuck in ELO hell in Overwatch. I've made several videos before about ELO hell and how you might escape it, but the real truth is that what people regard ELO hell to be is actually never ending. Levers, bad players, lack of team play, all those sorts of things are present at every level of play. However, there are still potential reasons for your rank to be as dissatisfying as it is, and today I'm here to list them in no particular order. Trickling in. Trickling in is a huge problem in Overwatch. This rule mainly applies when you're attacking and not so much for defending, and trickling in can be the reason behind why a team doesn't even capture a single point on attack. Trickling in is when a player doesn't wait for their team before they engage, or when they get themselves into a situation where they can die. If a player does this and dies, then their teammates have to push with 5 players, making the fight a 5v6, which almost never works out for the team with 5, or they have to wait for the teammate that died to come back, which wastes a lot of time. It's an issue when one player does it, but when an entire team does it, it's pretty easy to lose the game. Before you engage, just make sure you're engaging with the other 5 players in your team. Hero variation. If you can't play a healer or a tank, or a DPS for that matter, then you'll need to learn one. It's good practice to learn at least one hero from each category extensively. For example, if you can only play Soldier and Reinhardt and your team needs a healer, then you'll either have to pick one of the 4 healers, or play it poorly, or you'll be forced to just play what you're used to, at which point your team will be without a healer. Learn some new heroes and at least be competent with more than just DPS heroes, and above all else, make sure you and your teammates are comfortable with what they're playing. Trash damage. If you aren't familiar with the term trash damage, essentially trash damage is damage you've done to another player that was either healed up or simply didn't result in an elimination. One common misconception is that when you do damage, you're getting an advantage because of your ultimate charge. But take this example. You're playing Soldier and you deal 300 damage to D.Va. Sure, you just got some ultimate charge, but ask yourself this. Is Soldier's Tactical Visor more effective than the enemy healer ultimates? For example, Ana's Nano Boost or Lucio's Sound Barrier? The enemy healer ultimates are the most powerful ultimates in the game and are charged up when they heal their teammates. So when you deal damage, you're charging yours, but you're also charging the enemies. Another way trash damage is bad is when you're getting tons of trash damage but no kills. Your medal for damage is gold, and you're telling your teammates that you're playing well, but you're really not getting any kills, and as a DPS you should probably be trying to get as many kills as you can. To fix this issue, you might need to pick a hero that can easily follow up on damage, or you might need to ask your teammates to pick a hero that can follow up on damage, such as Tracer or Genji. No protection. This is a pretty obvious flaw in team comp for some, but I see it all too much when a team picks their heroes and they think they're fine because they have 2 tanks, but really they don't have any protection at all. What I mean by protection is when a hero can use an ability that'll block damage or protect their teammates from damage for a period of time. There are 3 tanks that currently do this. D.Va with her defense matrix, Reinhardt with his barrier, and Winston with his bubble shield. Zarya can kind of do this, but it's only on 1 player at a time and it doesn't last very long. Your team needs protection because without it, your non-tanks, especially healers, are defenseless. A large portion of heroes need something to stand behind that can catch bullets to be effective. Take Bastion for an extreme example. Without Reinhardt, he can very easily be hit by Hanzo or Widowmaker or McCree or someone with long range, so that's Soldier, and Soldier's in pretty much every game now, and Bastion will die within seconds. But with a Reinhardt, he can wipe an entire enemy team, but just because the enemy team has to destroy the Reinhardt barrier first before they can get to the Bastion. To rectify this issue, just make sure your team comp has a D.Va, Winston, or a Reinhardt. Cooperation. This might be an obvious one for a lot of people again, but cooperation is key to winning games in Overwatch. I see way too many players getting into matches and they're angry straight away because of previous games, or they just don't like speaking to people or whatever. If you're the sort of person that gets angry all the time, or you're just toxic in general, you either need to learn to not speak during a game and just let shit happen, or speak nicely to players. Most people play worse when they're having insults yelled at them throughout the match because they're trying to focus on calling insults back, or they're feeling shit because they've been told they're bad, and then their practices they're used to doing are now being shit on or whatever. You just need to learn to cooperate with others. This might be letting the Lucio main play his favorite hero, or pocketing the Pharah when you're playing Mercy, or it might be as simple as giving your teammates compliments when they're doing something well. At the end of the day, when you get into a game, you're with a team that you're going to have to try and win with. If you can't treat them nicely or try to work together, then you run into a serious risk of losing. That's it, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy the video and you found it helpful. If you did, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, leave any feedback in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.